Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of War. Sun's getting kind of low in the sky, might have to go to sleep soon. But today we're chasing XP. A comment from Brian Jensen reminded me that there are actually quests in the game. I've been ignoring those for a while because they used to be broken, and then of course in Season 4 it didn't really match with the hardcore aspect. But yeah, there are quests. I have one active here to sell a bunch of coal. About 2/3 of the way there. Because we need XP. We're only, it's a little hard to see, we're only level 38. And a lot of the fun stuff is locked behind levels. So if we go look at excavators. I am running the new beta that just came out. I think it came out today as I record this. We got these new, the new baggers. So definitely want to get into those. That was the plan for the face of this mountain the whole time. Well, they're in the beta now. They're available, but I can't buy one because I'm not level 55. So we need to do lots of leveling. And then I think 52... Yeah, 52 opens up a bigger rope shovel as well. But anywho, let's get some more coal going. And we'll see if we can get this sold off. I've made a couple other little changes, just doing a little more walkways. I put a walkway over here. And I did test out an upgrade to the 5-speed. It uses like 200 more kilowatts, something like that. Not a big deal. So we are running 5-speed now. It doesn't really matter for single player, but it does empty out the hopper a little quicker. Actually, while I'm over here, let's go look at where we at with coal. Actually, let's see if we can do these as well. We seem to get out twice as many rubies as diamonds. So I went ahead and got another wash plant. I'm doing 2 of these on rubies and 1 of them on diamond. So let's go running over here. Well, the other thing I added was added a stair here to get up to the catwalks. Let's see how we're doing. We do have a bunch of dirt we can sell. Let's just grab that. And of course we got some more ruby and diamond ore, a little bit of silicon. I'm going to leave some dirt in there just in case I want to use it at some point. Because I've got some on me, so we can probably just sell all those stacks. So we're going to get the diamond and rubies going, and then I'm going to check to see how much coal we got. Diamonds, we only got 28 there. Throw some more in there. And we got a little bit of coal. Need to keep on chugging. So let's go sell all this stuff. Now when I sell the coal, it should get us some XP. Dirt's worth a decent little chunk. 100 grand from the gold. Not bad, not bad. So there we are. We're 26, almost 27,000 out of basically 31,000. So we're nearly there. We just need to get a little more coal. And then if we look at the quest, that gives us 27,000 XP. Oh man, that's not nearly as much as I was hoping. Is that 1 million? Really? Wow, it's going to take forever to get to level 55. I don't know if we're going to be able to use the new diggers. That sucks. Well, let's keep on going. I know there's exploits and crap, but it's not really how I roll. Been around the channel a while, you know that. There's ways to cheese a lot of this. That's surely not just the XP for that level. That's surely overall XP. So I don't think it's going to be as bad. But I am kind of running out of coal here. It's going deep. Got a little more over here I can get to, I think. It's kind of going down into the ground. Whee! And I've got the drill over here. I wanted to measure and see if we were getting even close to bedrock. Back in there, you can see I've kind of tunneled back into the pay dirt. Just wondering how close we were getting. So I might have to see if I can track down another big coal seam. If you can take that quest again. I don't know if you can repeat the quest. We'll see how that works. I don't know if that's enough coal yet. We will get another scoop in. And we'll go check. You can kind of head... Whoa! Hang in there, physics. Oh, I dumped out a bunch. It's hard to keep the overload in there when you're tilting around that much. Get spoiled using the overload on the level ground. I think that was mostly pay dirt, but we got some coal in there. What I've seen though, digging around places, there's stuff pretty much everywhere. Definitely pay dirt everywhere. But once we get into the stone, I could change the plan up a little bit to keep some gravel, because there's another quest for gravel. Alright, let's hop in here and run the drill back in there. So, I want to do this. Oh, no, no. Down, and it's so awkward to move this with the mouse. Alright, there we go. Got some pretty ineffective lights on here. And then it's really hard to see the screen. Yeah, I can't really see the screen. I thought it used to show on the HUD. That made it a lot easier to see. I think that says pay dirt, but I can't really tell. Yeah, it says pay dirt. Alright. I'm going to drill all the way in, and we'll see what it says on the screen. Okay, we're all the way in. And it says solid rock. Okay, so there is solid rock in there. And I think, is that... I don't think the depth is going to work at this angle. I'm not sure if that actually works right, to be honest with you. Solid rock. I'm going to bring this back up. Okay, so it changes right there. Whatever depth that is. If the depth is even working. So 28,976. If we come all the way back out. What's it say? It says in air. All right. Fair enough. Just into the dirt, it's 29. Was that meters? Does that mean if we go back in here just a few meters, we're at solid rock? We'll be digging here for a bit, and we'll see how we get along. Apparently I discovered helium. I just got an achievement. I didn't hit record fast enough. There's helium in the rock, I guess? Not sure where the helium came from. Maybe that means it's in the blasted rock. So yeah, not too far. We're just like is that like 2 meters? Can't really tell from this perspective. So we're almost to rock. That is good. And if I bring up my little analyzer here, Yeah, solid rock. Cool. So we are almost there. I just need to scoop a little more. And then we'll be into the solid rock. And we can get the gravel contract going. So that's cool. Let's get this guy out of the way. And let's see, I need to go up. I always want to move that the wrong direction for some reason. This has the same speed of like a tracked excavator, so it's really slow. Even in high. It's apparently almost out of fuel too. Camera gets a little weird when you're there for some reason. Alright, we'll turn you off. Then let's go look. I should probably put some stairs here. That would kind of make sense. Let's go see how much coal we have. Oh, right. Derp, it doesn't go there, silly. Coal's going to be in the coal plant, strangely enough. Got a little more. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. We can send this pay dirt and blasted rock through. Nope, not quite enough. We've almost got enough. So maybe I could get around in here and get a scoop or two out of that. Just to get this contract complete and see how that does us. So it looks like that's 283,000. We're at basically 227. 60, yeah. So we're like 2 contracts away from the next level. It's a lot of XP. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to the cool new stuff or not. Might have to do a little research and see what earns the most XP, so we can do that thing. I usually don't pay a lot of attention. I just play the game because that's what I like to do. I like to just play games. Not really into min-maxing stuff. But if I want to be able to play with the cool toys, I may have to do some of that. Give me all the coal. I think somebody commented that this map is like the old maps. Once you find a vein, they basically just go straight down forever. But I don't want to have to dig straight down. It's going to be a pain. I could also get an excavator over here and start pulling some of this out. We need a few last little bits. But I'd kind of rather find another coal vein somewhere that's a little easier to get to. Alright, how are we looking on coal? Kind of want a stairway down here too. I need to just slowly add things as it makes sense to do. 1,800 coal. Hey, there we go. Quest complete. And now we're like, it gave us a decent little chunk. We've got a long ways to go. That really sucks. I wonder if like crafting the ingots into stuff would be worth it. I didn't really want to necessarily do any crafting here because we did a bunch of that in Season 4. We need the XPs. Yeah, we have a steel. Does selling stuff give you XP? So we're at Oh, it's processing things. I just saw it tick up. So something gave us XP. So if I say sell some dirt, we're at 125.4904. Yeah, it does give us a little bit of XP. All right. We don't have any tailings yet, I don't think. Though we should have got some of that running that gravel or that blasted rock through. Oh, we did get a little bitty bit. Look, there's the start of our tailings pile. Tailings. There it is. All right, we need to get some XP going. We need to get back into the rock. And then we also need to... I want to keep the gravel, at least temporarily. So now I got to remember. So it comes out of the crushers. So we need to make a change here right before the froth floater to capture that gravel. So let's take that out and that out. And I think I'll just stick a storage here temporarily as we gather up the gravel. So let's get you guys down out of there. We do have a little bit of a straight. I need a little longer straight. So let's go to factory conveyors. Just grab a long straight and a storage. We'll throw you on there. Throw you on there. I don't like floaty stuff, so let's get some things on here so this isn't floating in the air. Probably should have kept you there. You there, and we need this truck backed out of the way. Where are you? I think the excavator's shifting. It keeps making noises. I want to be able to snap to that, but it doesn't want me to snap to it. So let's see if we can do it this way. Yeah, I think next time I build something, I'm going to definitely just do it on the grid. It makes life easier. And yeah, I don't need this stuff here, but it makes me happy. Ta-da! There we go. That's all I wanted, was those two right there. And we get rid of you. And we're golden. So we should end up with gravel over here that we can then use for the quests. Let's go get that quest open. Oh, you can do them over and over. Okay. But you can only do one at a time. So there is a... somewhere there was a gravel one. Coal, iron, silicon ore. I don't see it now. I thought there was one in here for gravel. Unless they got rid of it. Okay, well maybe we don't need gravel. Yeah, I don't see gravel on here anywhere. I swear it was there. We can't do trees. This is tiny XP. So the big XPs is iron ore and coal. Maybe they change? Okay. Well, we will put this back. I'll leave that there in case we do want to cut this off and capture the gravel at some point. So we need the turn and the straight. We'll just put that back there. We can process. Okay, let's finish out this video by getting over to the blasted rock. And then I think next episode we may concentrate on that pit over there with all the minerals in it. We can maybe get some lithium and stuff like that just to get our funds built back up a little bit. Got about 1 million, but that can go quick when you're buying equipment. Also, how much does, if we do manage to get to the level, that guy is, oh, it doesn't tell you the price until it's available, so never mind. Alright, let's get into some gravel. I was almost there. If I went in like 2 more scoops, I'd have been there, but I didn't want to keep just digging. I wanted to know where the rock was. And it's right there. I don't know if the dinging and stuff is coming through, but my lunch break is pretty much over, and I've got meetings starting at work. There's lots of dinging going on the work laptop. Because I do work and play right here in the same office. Different computers, same office. Whee! So I had a little bit of time over lunch, so here I am recording videos. Don't get nearly as much gaming time as I would like. That's okay. Work pays the bills. Okay, I see a lot of rock face exposed. So I know we used the little low mining wheel loader in the last season. I think I'll use the big one. I think I'll just keep using this L11 as we go. But I'm going to widen this up now that we have found where we're going. I think I'll make it 3 wide. And we'll just do that until we can unlock the big boy. I'll probably just keep that there. If I accidentally dig too much, I can use the concrete, but I'll pretty much just use the floor as our basis. So let's get the rock exposed, and then, like I said, next episode I think we'll concentrate on some of the heavy metals over there in the pit. That's what I've dubbed the pit. Though I might start using the wheel loader for that. I'm not sure yet. It's a little bit slow going with the excavator. But I do like using something different besides the wheel loader on occasion. Although the wheel loader is the best. At least until you get to ridiculous levels, it's the best. And I will also do some research into the best way to get XP without just totally cheesing everything. That is not working out great, is it? Let's try that again. It's not really cutting into the ground for some reason. So what were the big contracts again? Oops. Go to... I can't go to there since I'm in the vehicle. Coal and then iron ore isn't too bad. That's even more XP. Okay, I will find some coal. I think that's our best XP right now. Unless there's some kind of manufacturing or something we could do with the iron ore that we're going to be digging up. Oh, I'm going to drop a tire in there. Getting a little overboard here. Look at that. We have rock exposed. Gotta love it. Yeah, it's just kind of glancing off the side. It's so annoying. Come on. Dig. That is solid rock, so we will have to blast it, and then we can scoop it. Maybe in the beta they got rid of the gravel contract? I don't know. Or else they just change occasionally. Maybe since I did that coal one, it changed them up. I don't know. If you know what happened to the gravel contract, let me know. And I'll probably end up blasting. If I blast some of that dirt, or I was really looking forward to using the big scooper thing on the face of this mountain, but now that I saw the super high XP requirements, it kind of took all the wind out of my sails. Oops. Okay, it really dug in that time. I have to use the concrete just to keep a consistent floor. Yeah, I'm going to put some concrete down. We'll do a little bit of blasting. I want to get at least some blasted rock out of here in this episode. So that will be the conclusion. We'll get some rock going through here. All right, let's get some concrete down. Get this little bit of crap there. Snap, snap, snap. It's kind of a slope here, I think. Yeah, a little bit of a slope. Makes sense since we're on the side of a mountain. Alright, let's get all this stuff back down here. And all I have is Draymites, so I need to get some other explosives. So let's go into equipment, explosives. We have Ampho, which is a 6-meter diameter. And we have the Dynamax, which is 6.5 meters. Double diameter for rock fracturing. Oh, okay. We have the RDX, 8 meters. It's also double. All these are double. Let's go ahead and just get the RDX. Let's not mess around. And, yeah. And I think we can probably just put one of these. The blast tent. Oh wait, what is that? Let's get our analyzer back out. Oh, there's some coal right there. Okay. Yeah, this is all solid rock. Then we have a coal vein. That could be a good thing. Fire in the hole! That should be blasted rock. We still have some coal there. Alright. Cool. Time for a clean out. So time to dump some stuff in here. We can dump the pay dirt and the blasted rock in there. A little bit of pay dirt to clean up, and then we can get some scoops of blasted rock going. Why are you not cutting into there? Suddenly the bucket just doesn't want to pick up anything. Okay. Somebody said the tailings makes a good road material. And I agree. I think it would look pretty good. And they used to put cinders and tailings down on the roads. Around here anyway, in Missouri. Not a whole lot of mines these days, but it used to be a lot of mining back in the day. Coal and silver. Okay, we got some blasted rock going into the hopper. Exciting times. Oh, now it cuts in. There we go. Oh boy, hang in there. Hang in there, L11. Get your momentum just right, you can come right up that ramp. Whee! Right at the ramp and bounce around the corner. Alright, dumpy. I'm going to go ahead and put another layer right here. Keep running the tire off that anyway. It'll just help make that a little smoother. And yeah, we got lots of blasted rock to get out of here. We got a nice coal vein right there. That will be super nice. But let's finish up this video. Let's go see what we got coming out the other end. We should have a little bit of tailings because we've been processing some gravel. So we got, oops. Oh yeah, we got some copper even. A whole bunch of that from the pay dirt. And some lithium, aluminum. Very nice. The stack of dirt we can pull out of there. Got plenty of ruby and diamond processing, and somehow I went through the rail. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're making a lot of tailings. A lot of tailings. I may have to add an extension onto that. There we go. All right. I think that'll do it for this one, folks. Thanks, as always, for watching. And I'll catch you in the next adventure. Still scrolling. Take care.